Welcome to Limitless Hoops. What's up? John Sanders here, your host for the day. How you guys doing, man? Hey, let me think. Where am I starting with this thing? We got workout. We have workouts tonight, and we have games this weekend. All right, make sure you guys are signed up for all that stuff. It's all on our website. All right, don't be late to the games. Actually, show up early. All right, 30 minutes early to the game at the very least. You should be focusing on the game like that, looking to make an impact out there, to learn some new nuances, to show your coach that you care. There's many reasons to show up on time or 30 minutes early. All right, and I mean, the main reason is when you show up there 30 minutes early, look at where the other team is. Are they there or are they not? And 90% of the time, they are there. All right, because we don't play in rec center leagues and stuff like that. We play against like the best teams that we can find. All right, are they amazing? Nah, it's just Colorado teams. But even those teams are like, yeah, you show up early. And again, there are millions of reasons. But I think that if you copy off of better players, copy off the best players, see what they do, I think that that's a great start to your career. If you just say like, okay, I don't need to know why Steph Curry shows up early and shoots warm-up shots. I will just do it. All right. Now, if they're like smoking and doing drugs and stuff like that, now you don't need to copy off that. But you do need to copy off the things that are like the obvious things that will make them better. All right. And we know what these things are. It's preparing. It's focusing. It's like, like doing like the cliche things, okay? But one of them is showing up 30 minutes early. One of them is showing up, especially the day before, to work out, all right? So we can all get better and we can all improve. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's do it. Our quote of the day. Quote of the day is, never forget where you came from. Now this usually goes with like poor kids who are like, oh my God, I came from the hood, and then they get all this money and then they're like, no, I'm not gonna forget my roots, right? Now, I think that this should go for anybody, all right? Whether you're rich, poor, in the middle, whether you were good growing up, bad growing up, whatever. And I say this because it doesn't matter what you were or where you were. I think that what matters is that you've actually improved or you haven't improved, and you only know that by judging yourself against your past self. Now, we don't want to stare in the past too long, right? Especially if you like messed up in the past, things like that. But in this one route, we do want to look at the past. You want to see where you came from. You want to remember it, because a lot of times we just take that for granted. We get so much better, and then when you get better, what happens? Then you play against better teams. When you get better, you're on better teams. You keep like leveling up, and something that can happen could be that you think that you're not very good. After you just killed 6th grade, you get moved up to a better team, and then you feel like you haven't done anything. All right, so in that regard, that's why I like you guys filming your workouts. So you can actually like literally go back and don't have to just think about it. You can see yourself missing those lifts. You can see yourself this. You can see your progress. All right, because that's like the best reward that anyone can ever give you. Sure, you can work out and like a coach can be like, congratulations, you just earned yourself some playing time. Good job. No. What's better is no one even saying it, but you looking and saying, I can now do X, Y, and Z. I can do this dribble. I can do this move. I can shoot this shot. I can remember this play where I couldn't before. And you are promoting yourself in very tangible ways, as opposed to just relying on everyone to like make you feel good or not. All right. So yes, never forget where you came from in terms of location, in terms of like, I guess, poverty, but in terms of skill, in terms of like mentally like improving as well. All right, never forget that too. All right, that's the 6-word quote of the day this Friday. Never forget where you came from. All right, movies this week. No, that's not the movies. Oh no, we're not doing the movies. We're doing the line one, the challenge. Okay, all right, the challenges for this month, but just for the day, I suppose. You can go to our challenge section, look at a whole bunch of different challenges, including homework, endeavors, and things like that. It's probably like the least used of all of our pages. What are you guys doing? Seriously. All right. Hey, don't be a cowardly lion. All you wicked fans out there. Be a brave lion, because you had it in you the whole time. All right. That was the point of the movie, right? All right. You had it in you the whole time. Go and try these things. They're right there for the picking. All right? It says to do these things. You should do these particular things on the challenge page. So like you're not going to finish all of them, but you can try your best to finish like some of them. All right? Anytime that you're not working, anytime that you're like bored or whatever, do these challenges. All right? And if you have the book, it tells you to do particular challenges. For instance, the 1st and 2nd graders. All right, 1st graders, you're doing the day 6 of our 4-week weekly improvement challenge. This is by far my favorite challenge. It's not the hardest challenge, but if you're like, I want to make the NBA, all right, this challenge will improve you more than any. It's called the weekly improvement challenge. But yes, this challenge will improve you the most, and it's the most correct steps in terms of like let me improve myself. So what you do is for every day of the week, Sunday through Saturday, you do a workout. All right, whether it be your workout, a workout with a team practice, whatever it is. All right, and as you do that workout, afterwards, you write down one thing that you were bad at, one thing that you want to improve during your own personal workout or whatever, right? And every day you write a new thing. All right, and after the week, you have 7 things. Then the following week, you show up to practice 30 minutes before, as you should. All right, and you work on each of those 7 things for 4 minutes. All right, not only do you work on each of those things for 7 minutes, all right, that's 28 total. All right, you go through that day's practice, and then you write down one thing that you sucked at that day. And you go through the whole week working on just those 7 things, 4 minutes apiece before every practice. And you write down a new group of 7 things that you can work on the following week. So you can do this week to week to week. Subliminally, you should already be doing this. You should already be thinking, oh man, I'm not very good at this stuff. Get to practice and work on the stuff that you're bad at. You don't work on the stuff that you're good at, especially right before practice starts. All right, you want to write it down. I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to write stuff down. I want this to come as easy as possible. But if you aren't where you want to be, you do have to step it up in terms of your organizational game. Because the best players, they've already written down their goals. Because they have some dad that was in the NBA or something like that. All right, you have to literally go out and work at it like you do homework. And I know that you hate homework, but that's what you have to do. Anyway, 2nd graders, you're doing day 4 of the dribbling dojo. It's 20 drills. All right. The oopsie daisy. No. This one? Yeah. There we go. 3rd graders, day 4 of our 4-week pick and roll challenge. For today, watch the video for the against to drive. 4th grade, you're on day 4 of the homework assignment. Make or shoot 10, 25, or 50 free throws. That's December's homework, which is for everybody. You should be doing make or shoot 10, 25, or 50 free throws. It's very calm homework because it's wintertime. We just started the season, right? We're gonna help you with your free throws for this month. All right, 5th graders, you're on day 4 of the homework assignment, which is the free throws. 6th graders, day 95. All you 5th graders out there, you've come a long way if you're doing this stuff. We're gonna have our teams one day, and our top teams, we're gonna force them to do this stuff. All right, and we're gonna film it. We're gonna talk about it on the show. And all the other teams, we're not even gonna mention it. You get to do it if you want, but for the top people, we're gonna force you to do it. We're even gonna force you to watch the movies. All right, if you don't do it, again, like major consequences. Or you can buy your way out of the consequences, possibly with some coins. I like that. All right, but yes, finish day 95 of 100 of the Priobrajo Vanier challenge. All right, and you guys are almost done because it's a 100-day challenge. All right, then we got our 7th and 8th graders. 7th grade, you guys are finishing up with the 10-month Chastain challenge, choosing 5 new items. 8th graders, you're on day 20 of 100 of the Priobrajo Vanier challenge. 9th graders, you're continuing with day 6 of our 4-week weekly improvement challenge, just like the 4th graders. 10th grade, keep up with day 4 of the dribbling dojo, just like the 2nd graders. 11th graders, you're on day 4 of the homework assignment, and then 12th graders, you're doing the Chastain challenge. All right, so understand all that stuff. Make sure you guys are doing something. Challenge yourselves, please. All right, challenge yourselves. All right, the trivia question today. All right, we got Romello in the lead with Vaughn following him. Good luck with the trivia today. The trivia today is as follows. Which NBA team's motto is take note? Take note. Which NBA team's motto is take note? Now, you may not know that the NBA teams have mottos to begin with, but not only do they have mottos, we have mottos for our teams. When we get started, each of our teams have their own motto. Mottos are like slogans, like sayings. One saying, I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but the Warriors is strength in numbers. Strength in numbers is there. So if you know this, That's the answer. Maxon with the answer. It is the Utah Jazz. And I'm thinking that they chose that because it's take note. Like, meaning like, you better take note of how good we are, but also jazz playing is music, and it's like notes on the music thingy. All right, so it's kind of corny, but kind of good. What do you guys think of that? As I add Austin Maxon, you got 1 point for the month. We're only doing this until next week, so it's a very, very short month. Whoever wins the $50 coin. Others to watch out for are other mottos in the NBA. The Golden State Warriors, besides stricter numbers, is gold-blooded, like cold-blooded. Rally the Valley. Memphis is Memphis, if you have a list. Dallas is Dallas in. Take note. 5280 Relentless is the Denver Nuggets, I guess. We're all raised by wolves. Decent. I met the Minnesota Timberwolves. White hot playoffs for the Heat. Weird. Celtic pride. Fear the deer. We've heard that one. Phila unite. We are the North. We had to hear that one over and over when they won their championship. Sea Red. And Nets level. Oh my God. Like next level. I guess. And if you look at our mottos, our Limitless Hoops mottos: be your own hero. Then we got hunt or be hunted by the Bucks. A strong bull is seen by his scars, or by its scars. Light a fire they can't put out. An eagle uses the storm to reach new heights. Don't taunt the tiger, the gator, until after you've crossed the creek. Stir up a hornet's nest, no telling who's gonna get stung. This is all on our website. If you go to our teams page, you can see each of them. For the jokers. Everyone wants to eat, but few are willing to hunt. Work like a captain, play like a pirate. Ferocity is an art in itself. And a world full of fish, be a shark. Don't just look at the stars, be one. There's no off switch on a tiger. Better to fight and fall than live without hope is the Vikings. The two most powerful warriors are patience and peace. And then lastly, the wolves. It never troubles the wolf how many the sheep may be. I chose popular sayings and things like that, but yeah, if you like it, you like it. All right. Our movies. This is the first grade movie, but let me tell you about the rest. All right, we got The Wrestlers. Is the 12th grade movie. Watch these movies. Seriously, when we have a team of our own, we're gonna force people to watch these movies. 12th graders is The Wrestler. Awesome movie. 11th grade, White Men Can't Jump, maybe the best sports movie ever. Win-Win is 10th graders. 9th graders is Talladega Nights. Oh, that movie's great. 8th grade, Wildcats. 7th grade, Warrior. 6th grade, The World's Fastest Indian. 5th grade, Uncle Drew. 4th grade, When We Were Kings. And then the movies for the younger kids, we got first graders watching Space Jam. It is an epic movie. I'm going to give it 43 stars, but it has the original one, by the way, not the one with LeBron James. It's with Michael Jordan and all the Looney Tune characters. I thought it was really, really funny. It's really, really good. If you haven't seen that one, especially first graders out there, watch that movie. Second graders, When the Game Stands Tall. It's a movie about De La Salle High School's football team. That's in California. I have not seen this movie, but I have seen one part where the guy has someone on his back and he has to crawl from one end of the field to the other. It looks pretty inspiring. I'm not sure about it though, but if you like it, let us know. Second graders, watch that movie. And then the third graders, Soul Surfer. It's this girl who, she gets her arm bitten off by a shark. That's not telling you part of the movie. It's just that's the main crux of it. But she battles her way back. I don't want to tell you the ending, but I don't know, pretty. I guess I've never seen the movie, but I'm gonna give it 39 stars anyways. All right, so Soul Surfer, vicious movie. Watch that movie, you guys. All right, moving on to is this the itinerary? Yes. We got judgment shots coming up on Monday, 7-minute shooting, cops and robbers, pump fake to escape dribble, battle ropes, and backboard alley-oops. All right, those things are coming up. Make sure you guys put in some work doing those things, post the homework doing those things so we can actually improve as opposed to just showing you something that you haven't seen in a long time. It's easier when you actually work on it before we start the practice. Hopefully you guys did that stuff for tonight's stuff as well. Overhead board passes. This will stop us from getting pressed. All right, this will stop us from getting over-pressured on the wing as well. If you're able to skip the ball across the court, teams have to play you honestly. All right, so get good at that. All right, drive left, right, pass high, low is a drill. Being able to pass in traffic with the correct hand and reading the offensive players ability or like direction. On-ball defense, show you how to do that. Ball jump versus face cut. It's a key movement on defense, how you jump off to the ball, but also on offense when you try to cut in front of his face. Then we got the Kobe Bryant post move and double bounce series. Let's look at those things real quick. Next drill. Step off. This guy right here, he's on offense, and I'm playing defense. I want to make sure that I'm 1 arm's length away from him. I can shade him sort of to this side, I can shade him sort of to this side, but what I don't want to do is to completely force him one way or the other, unless it's special circumstances. All right? But I'm going to guard him straight up so that I'm not in the middle, I'm slightly off, so if he does go this way, he'll be tripping over my leg. I have this hand in there and extended so that he can't easily swing the ball from side to side, and I'm slightly tapping him to annoy him. I have this hand to trace the ball, whether it goes high or low. If he switches sides, I can switch sides. That's it. And for defensive positioning, if we're playing one-on-one, I want to be able to move the leg in the direction that he's going toward. So if he goes this way, I take a step with this leg. If he goes this way, I take a step with that leg. As obvious as that may seem, a lot of people, a lot of the times that you get beat, step with the wrong leg first and then try to go to that side. So make sure that you guys have an arm's length away, and we're gonna. So this guy will start at the half-court line exactly. He has 1 dribble, and then he must make a pass either to the left or to the right. This guy right here guarding him will either jump to the ball to beat him, or he will try to jump toward the ball or cut toward the ball to beat him. For this particular drill, we take 1 dribble forward, that way or that way. He has to jump immediately. As I go over the ball, toward the ball, he is trying to prevent me from going in front of him on this side of the ball. So if he didn't jump, I can cut right in front of him. If I cut before this line, I win. If he can jump to the ball as I pass it, then as I'm going, he keeps moving over, doesn't allow me to cut in front of him, then he wins. Let's watch these guys do the drill. When you post up, you're right here, at the ball high. First move, you go toward the basket. You could do a turn and run and keep going. You do not want to do that. You want to stop right here for a turn and run. It's going to be right here, stop right here, and triple. Now, instead of pivoting back and being stuck on this foot, we would love to turn this way and shoot, but that's a travel. So what we do is we step here, then we jump back, so that we have both pivot feet. All right, and then we want to shimmy right here. Now I can go either way with it. I can go there, or I can go here. All right, so the overall move looks like this: a hit, jump back, shimmy, turn, and shoot. Moving on, we got John Morant's teammate, Yuki Kawamura. Watch what he does on the fast break.
Ja Morant was having fun with Yuki Kawamura, posting this to his Instagram story, the video of Yuki attempting to do something Ja has done a fair bit of lately. The 360 layup in Yuki's first G League game, where he actually finished with 7 points and 10 assists. But Ja said this to Yuki doing the 360 layup: "We got a little work to do," and tagged Yuki with a laughing face and said, "Come to school." And with how close these two actually are, it wouldn't surprise me if Ja would teach Yuki a few of his tricks. We've already seen Yuki do the gritty.
I'm not sure if Yuki is on that level yet. Is he taking the G League even serious down there? But that is a really, really funny clip. Yuki trying the 360
game where he
layup
actually finished with 7 points.
like John Morant. What do you guys think about that? He's having some fun. I don't think he needed to do it though. It's when you need to do it, and if you've worked on it enough, but maybe it feels like he's worked on it enough. Or maybe he needed to do it. I don't know, man. That is a really, really tough one. I would say, obviously you missed it, so it was a bad move. Water break!
Something know about Mendoza, sewer, and water. That's better.
All right. Anyways, we're moving on to the next thing. We got a breakdown right here. Watch Fred VanVleet.
Picked up full court. VanVleet by Kamara, trying to draw the foul. Threw up a wild shot that had no chance of going in. Ahead to Sharp, got hacked by Thompson.
Play that we see Fred get.
Okay, so that wasn't a foul. Okay, but let's see where it ends up.
Make a lot of times and
What's up,
felt the
Melo?
contact went into his shot, and referees didn't deem it enough to call the foul, but the contact was absolutely there. He sees the advantage. There's the bump, and it's a shot that gets a lot of.
That's not going to do it. That will not get it done. And Portland bouncing back after getting...
So now he just pushes the guy over, right? And this is how he leaves the court after he gets 2 technical fouls.
blown out last night. They're going to get this win. Now Fred VanVleet was just thrown out of the game. What?
Points at the ref, tries to touch the ref in the face with the point. You should never, ever get to that extent where you're not allowed to touch a ref, let alone like threaten him like that. I don't know how many games he was suspended or if he was at all, but he's still playing. It's crazy. All right, so calm your nerves. All right, it was frustrating. It was happening. Maybe it was bad calls or whatever. Bad calls happen, just like you have bad games. Everyone has bad games. You have to control yourself. You have to be emotional, but still control your emotions. And that by Fred VanVleet, normally like a very upstanding human being, shouldn't happen. Now I blame, because this guy has been a model citizen in the NBA for all these years. I want to blame Houston. This not the Houston Rockets, the city of Houston, because it's a trash city, dude. People are there are so freaking like just trash people down there. So yeah, they're just being a bad influence on Fred VanVleet. But you guys, make sure that you control yourselves, please. Okay, let's watch our story of the day.
There's a top team in the country that every player wishes they were on. A team that's 100% dedicated and works hard 100% all the time. If you practice like you're on that team, even when you're tired, and show up like you're on that team, even when you're hurt, then one day you'll either be on that team or you'll will your team to reach that level.
That might be the deepest video that we have. Look, all of you guys want to be on the best team in the country. And we all want to make the NBA. But everybody says, once I make the NBA, I will do X, Y, and Z. But it's those things that will get you to the NBA. All right? It's not like, I don't know, it's not like other things in life where once you start a career or a job, you start doing those things. It is kind of like that too. I mean, if you're not good at, like, let's say animating cartoons or something like that, then they're never gonna hire you as an animator. You gotta show that you can do it first, right? If you're not working hard and not that person, chances are, unless you're like Shaquille O'Neal, you're not gonna be placed on that team that does all that stuff. But I promise you, man, not that many of you out there in our program. If you were on a team with 11 other players who did 3 hours of homework a day, all of you guys, I think most of you guys would do that too. And if I don't know, that makes you a follower. But if you take all 11 of those guys and you split them up, you threw them on random teams in the country, right? Because they were once on random teams, right? You split them up, you take the best 11 players, you were on that team, right? And then you split them up, and then they go back to like some smaller team. They're still gonna put in that work because that's who they are. That's why they're on that team. You have to break that cycle by just doing the stuff that you would do if you were on that team. If you were nationally recognized, if you were on your way to like UCLA because you're getting scouted, you work as if. You act as if. All right? So that's an extremely, extremely important thing. So let's look at all of our future NBA guys real quick doing homework. Are you guys doing it? Let's see. All 3 homework playlists. Let's see if I can look at all 3 at the same exact time. That's Jay. That's Suave. That's Weston. That's Dylan. And that's about it. So no, not everybody working. All right. Again, you want to work like you're on that team. But again, a loser player is a follower who's like, dude, if I was ever on that team, oh my God, I would have worked so hard. If the NBA just did something dumb and just gave me $1 million, I would work so hard, dude. Oh, when I make the high school team, I'm gonna work so hard. No, that's what losers say. If you're not working right now, you're probably just not gonna work. All right, especially with all the inspiration that I'm throwing your way. Come on, man. Don't forget that the quote of the day is never forget where you came from. Don't forget that to show up to our games this weekend on time, 30 minutes before. Don't forget to prepare for it tonight at the workouts. And don't forget how amazing you are and can be. All right? I'll see you guys soon. Cue my music, man. Congratulations to Austin on the trivia question today. I'll talk to y'all soon, man. Peace.